That's how we started the episode, not talking about what we were shit talking about, but go, how dare you make me defend this thing I did not like.
Hi, welcome to Best Song Ever, Greatest
Did you just
Song
start
of All
recording?
Time. I'm Daniel,
I'm Graham.
and this is Best Song Ever, Greatest Song of All Time.
Is it? Yeah, it is. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm so used to you saying it wrong
No.
that I assumed that was incorrect.
No, that was wrong.
Oh, that was song? That was song? What, you
Graham,
never
what's
messed
the
up?
best
You never messed up before?
Ben, what's
My all-time favorite Weekend Update joke is Michael Che starts to say something and then he messes up and he goes blah blah blah. Oh no, it's Pete Davidson. He says something and he goes blah 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 blah. What? You never messed up at work before?
Hi, welcome to Best Song Ever, Greatest Song of All Time. I'm Daniel.
I'm Graham.
This is
Are you gonna cut that?
Conversation. No,
Oh,
this is
cool.
an ongoing conversation where we try to talk to our friends about the best song ever and the greatest song. Of
It's
all
about
time.
playing a song and going, whoa, that's crazy.
Graham, what's the best song ever, greatest song of all time?
I mean, obviously it's Let's Go Crazy by Prince.
I can't believe we haven't talked about Prince yet.
I know,
That's
right?
A really good concept.
I know. As I was driving over here,
It's
I was
been
thinking
too
about
damn long.
it. I wasn't even listening to the song. I just thought about it because I was driving past the Palladium where a few years ago I saw Princess, the Prince cover band with Maya Rudolph and her friend, who's I think her name is Gretchen. Apologies to Gretchen if that's not your name. Apologies to all Gretchens everywhere. Ultimately,
As you should.
this was like during Netflix as a joke. They did a show. They also opened for Vampire Weekend on tour for a little while. They're like, and the craziest thing is they're really really good, and they open with Let's Go Crazy.
Really nice.
They do, and they're actually really nice. But they like walked out like to this like extended long intro. Like they were both wearing veils. Like it was like the like wedding march kind of thing. They take their veils off, and then Maya Rudolph like turns to the crowd and she's just holding a mic and she goes, "Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life," and just does the whole thing, and it was amazing. And then they played Let's Go Crazy, and it went nuts. And I think like that's the testament to a really great song too. It's like a cover version of it. You're like, yep, still has the juice.
Yeah, I was. It's actually like not my favorite Prince song, but it's still the best song ever,
What's
greatest
your
song
favorite?
of all time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
totally,
Like it's
yeah.
like it's like if I'm like listening to Prince,
It's not my
like-
favorite either, actually.
It's not the one
I
that
like
I'd put
Kiss.
on. Kisses, you can't not shake ass to Kiss.
Exactly.
I mean,
But-
any of the ones in the Batman movie.
Any of the ones,
Those
any
ones
of the
all
ones
go
in Batman.
absolutely like seeing
They're
Jack
cuckoo
Nicholson's
bananas.
face
I'm
as
so glad you're
Prince's
here.
voice is
Cuckoo
insane.
bananas. I just saw it for the first time actually.
Wild, right?
It was I had COVID, which is why I watched it, and it felt like I had.
You guys
COVID.
talking about Robert Pattinson's The Batman?
We're talking about the Prince song and Robert.
And Robert
Pattinson's
Pattinson's the Batman when when he's sobbing and makeup's running down his face
Yeah.
while Kiss
I've never
plays.
seen it.
I
saw Joker.
Never seen it.
You saw Joker?
No, I just saw Joker 2 Folie à Deux.
Yeah, that's okay.
Wow. You saw Joker 2 without seeing Joker 1?
No, I did not see Joker 2.
Oh, okay.
I did see Joker 1. Whatever.
Whatever.
Hey, man, I'm not here to talk about Joker.
Graham,
Actually,
before-
explicitly.
Boy, are we heavily.
Then
not
why
here
are
to
you
talk about
fucking
Joker.
dressed like that, dude? Why are you dressed like that if we're not going to talk about Joker? I didn't want to mention it, but I was like, what the hell?
miss you so much. I am
Graham's like, will you come talk
so happy you're here.
Will you come talk about a song? And I go, okay. He opens the door, and I go, Jesus. And I expect Daniel to be dressed as the Riddler. Absolutely not. Normal. Wearing the same shirt as me, but besides that, normal.
Oh my gosh. Daniel, what's the best song ever, greatest song of all time?
Holy shit. Best song ever, greatest song of all time. Beach House, Space Song.
Yeah, good answer.
It's their biggest hit. It's
Yeah.
not a shocker that that's like their best song. Sometimes the people are right. It had a resurgence recently due to the kids, but it was the best song before the kids. It's going to
true.
be the best song when the kids are my age.
Yeah.
It's so good to the point where Beach House themselves, in interviews, they've been like, yeah, we don't fucking get that song. They have no idea why it's as good as it was. They don't know. Like, I think it's so special when people don't understand the thing they made. It means
Totally.
you weren't trying, right? It means you were just creating. You're just a conduit for this like fucking thing you've been doing. It's like Off Depression Cherry. It's like they're like 1,000th album, and then they make a hit. And it's not different than any other Beach House song, right? It's the same as
That's
all
so true.
Beach House songs. It just happens to be like the perfect distillation of everything they've been doing for like a dozen years. And it's so good.
It's incredible. I saw them a few months ago.
So good.
Whoa, where at?
At a music festival in Utah called Kilby Block Party. Wow. Our guest today is the greatest guy. He's fresh off a plane from New York City. Ever heard of
Big
it?
Easy.
I'm back.
He is
baby.
he's one of my favorite comedians, genuinely. He's a great writer. He's a producer. He's an actor now, making his acting debut this summer. Can't wait to hear about it. Guys, please welcome to the conversation, Carter Hambley.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me. Glad to be here. I got off a plane at 3 p.m. yesterday, and then woke up at 8 a.m. this morning and went, "Oh, I gotta get to Hollywood." And I shouldn't have said that out loud to everyone, but I did that a ton. And then I'm
You
I'm
were
excited
walking
to
down
be.
the street. Well, you live in a small town
I-
outside of Los Angeles, and so you were shaking the mayor's hand.
Yeah, yes, and I was shaking cab drivers by the shoulders through their window. But no, I'm glad to be here. I thought long and hard about this morning. It's such an interesting assignment, and like, there's so many things you could pick, which I'm jealous that you guys get to say a different song
Yeah,
every
we have the
time,
best
because
job.
that's
Awesome. We
that's
have
the
the best
greatest
job.
luxury in the world. But I get one, and so I thought about it a lot. I've been thinking about it for weeks, and I was like, oh, like. Somebody's gonna pick a Steely Dan song. Somebody's gonna pick a David Byrne song. We know it's gonna
No one
happen.
has picked either of
It's
those.
Literally,
so-
yeah. We've done pretty exclusively wedding bangers. Up until
Oh, that's
Oh.
not true necessarily.
It's been heavy on.
Oh
wedding
yeah,
bangers.
famous wedding banger, anyone or anything by Adrian Lanker.
Famous wedding banger, Rylan by
By
the National.
No door on the door.
I feel like every wedding I go to has "Hey Ya" by Outkast. I
Yeah.
feel like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that one's huge.
I would love to do a 40-minute conversation on Hey Ya by
Sure.
Outkast.
My sister got married in a barn, and "Hey Ya" by Outkast was going absolutely
Hell
insane
yeah.
in that
Sure
barn.
it did.
Yeah. But okay, so
Yeah,
what have you landed
what's
on?
your- what's
What
your
is
call?
what is
Guys.
best song ever, greatest song of all time?
And guys, I mean this very genuinely. "Auld Lang Syne" by Guy Lombardo.
I
Wow.
love you so much,
Holy
and
shit.
that is the right version. Play it right
Okay,
now.
Let's go.
That's fucking great. That's absolutely psychotic.
This is the best.
Nope.
How do you spell it?
I'm going to start crying.
Wow, that was really
such a-
powerful.
that's such
I'm
a
not
good
gonna
song.
lie.
Oh my god.
That might be the best song ever, greatest song of all time.
I think it might be. I mean, like, that is one that I was going through every playlist on my phone, and I was trying to think of a song that you could play for, like, literally anyone, and that's a song you could play for man or beast.
Man,
That's so true.
And I think you're gonna get the exact same reaction. I could play that for a mule in a barn, and it would move them.
You could be being chased through the forest
Yeah.
by an anamorphic kind of minotaur thing.
Yeah.
And you're like, I have one song. I have a speaker right here. I have one song to calm him down. You play
And
it.
it's gonna
And
work.
he would be like, you know what? It was a good year. You know?
It was
a good
a good year, and he's gonna be
It
like,
was a good
"Shit,
There were
I
highs
should
and
call
lows,
my
but at the end
cousin."
of the day, it was a good year.
I should call my cousin.
It is a song that you listen to and immediately you're like, oh yeah, I gotta do that thing. Like it does like inspire you to reach out. I feel like in many ways, because it's so. It is like the most melancholy song in the world,
Yeah.
but not sad. I wouldn't say it's outwardly sad.
Because there's like hope in it as well.
Yeah.
I love New Year's Eve for that reason. That like New Year's Eve is everything at once. Of like it is
Yeah.
reflective and it is also like we're moving forward and we're starting anew.
Putting it to bed and getting out of bed at the
Yeah,
same time.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
like quite beautiful.
New day, and also putting
Yeah.
all that other stuff.
And not for nothing,
behind.
but this is like the peak moment of it. Of
Yeah.
like if this is like right after midnight,
Yeah.
okay, Auld Lang Syne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hit him.
Yeah.
Hit him.
Yeah.
I was also looking it up, and I was like, who wrote this song? It's like obviously an old Scottish song, is where it came from. And then the first guy to ever write it down was like, it was in the 1700s, and he goes, this is a really old song that has never been written down. I got it from an old man in a bar.
Yeah, that
Wow.
rules.
Yeah.
And isn't it like that's like the human like something. I don't know. That,
Yeah.
that feels
Well,
deeply profound.
Oral tradition
That
is like
feels
so beautiful.
crazy profound.
But also like shout out to all the people throughout history that are like take oral tradition. They're like, let's just like how about we just write this one down though? Or how about like we
Yeah,
record
yeah.
this just
Yeah.
to make sure that like not everybody dies that knew about this, you know?
Yeah, and there's something Anthony Diller's like Cloud Cuckoo Land is essentially about like what it takes for a story to survive. Where it's like there's a line that's something around like one drunk monk and an overturned candle could end this like bloodline of storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, we have the Iliad for sure, but like we only have the Iliad, right?
Yeah,
we have
totally.
Gilgamesh, but
Right,
we
yeah.
only have Gilgamesh. We don't have like 1,000 of these.
Right. It's like
right?
Library of Alexandria.
Yeah, and it's just like a song. I actually feel like must be like, now that I like having this sort of moment, like song must be so much worse, right?
Yeah.
Because songs probably I don't know. I'm gonna go out there and say music notation, being literate in music notation was probably way less frequent than the very infrequent just normal literacy, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
having a song from the 1700s is like a really fucking big deal.
Yeah.
Because to like be like, I'm gonna write this down is like, well, how highly educated and rich was that guy to have like thought to put it in music
Yeah, he wrote
notation?
in-
So
And I
they
think it's
have
also
it.
valuable that the people who are probably writing everything down are probably really annoying people. Like they're not people that people
Yeah.
like. If you're out and a guy's like, I gotta write this
Yeah,
down.
they're not
Yeah,
This
crushing.
is
Yeah.
awesome.
You're not. Hey man, you're not crushing
you're
it.
not crushing
Hey
at the
brother,
bar.
be present.
Yeah, it's like, please live in the moment.
Yeah.
Can we live in the moment for 1 second?
Yeah.
Be present, dude.
Yeah.
So-
he's the guy, like, they're at breakfast the next morning. He goes, last night was crazy, man.
that
Like,
was
last night
insane.
crazy. Wait, I need to write down everything everyone said from last night. Well, also, shout out to Guy Lambardo for just, like, recognizing an opportunity and absolutely just pouncing on
And
it.
was
Of,
like the guy.
yeah, he's like, hey, we have Auld Lang Syne. What we need a really, really good version of it, and then people will listen to this for forever.
The
Yeah.
definitive version.
Yeah.
And I also like, man, the sound of that shit. You can't. If I wanted to make that now, I would have to work really hard to make it sound like that. And
Yeah.
that shit's perfect.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
because
incredible.
it feels like the producing on it feels like it's being played in like a rowdy tavern somehow. Where
Yes.
it feels like
That's
it's
true.
It feels like
It's
it's
like quiet down, quiet down.
Yes, it literally is like a little boy stands and rings a bell, and then everyone hushes, and then like you hear it, and it literally sounds like it's bouncing off of like wooden beams or
Yeah.
something. It's being
So nice.
it's so
true.
crazy.
I fucking love folk music.
But that one is like great, and like it's also cool to be like your Guy Lombardo. Every year you do his own New Year's for like literally for like 50 years.
Yeah.
It's just you and your guys every year,
Like,
absolutely owning that day.
Like guys like you and I shouldn't know who Guy Lombardo is. Do you know what I mean?
no, it is bad for it's bad for guys like us to know who that is because then you're like, I want a day. I want to own. I'm gonna create a perfect Valentine's Day song and do a live broadcast every year.
I want to own a day.
I want to own a day.
Fuck.
It can't be that hard. Chris Columbus still has one.
Well,
Read
in
the
some-
news.
in some circles.
Read the
I don't know. I said Chris. Like, wait, that
Director
sounds
of Home Alone,
That seems
Chris
like I'm
Columbus
really
has a
mad
day.
at the guy
Has
who
one.
wrote the Goonies.
They should reassign Columbus Day to be about Chris Columbus, director of the
Columbus.
first two Harry Potter movies.
That would be. I mean, shout out Chris Columbus.
I like Chris Columbus' crazy career.
I actually didn't know that.
Oh, we'll
didn't
go
know
over
he
his credits
also-
later, and
yeah.
you'll be like, really?
No.
I had no idea he also did the first two Harry Potter movies.
One
Yeah.
of the coolest guys ever.
Yeah.
He's like. I mean, I can't get started on Chris Columbus because I will go. I saw him the other day walking around, and I don't like that I knew
Wait,
what he looked
really?
like. I saw him
Oh
walking
my
around.
God.
Insane that you can
And
recognize that guy.
I know. And I can I say looking good.
Yeah.
Chris Columbus is keeping it tight.
Yeah, especially for like a 700-year-old little guy.
But I do love this song because you were talking about how like with the like your Prince song, you're like it's good when the covers hold up. And I
Yeah.
feel like this is a song that anyone can sing, and if they're bad at singing, it's better almost because there's something
Sure.
like a little girl can sing this and you'll cry, and like an old man can sing this and you'll cry, and
so
it means
true.
completely different things.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think there's something to be said for like the earnestness of someone with a bad voice singing.
yeah.
Where it's like it has nothing to do with like attempting to impress, and it has everything to do with like attempting to like expound some sort of feeling.
But also, like, be a part of
Yeah.
something. Like, be a part
Yeah.
of something in this room, like, communally. Like, one thing I love about, like, this sort of, like, oral tradition folky music is that quality of it. Of, like, when my, like, extended family gets together and everybody's drinking, it always just devolves into people singing Irish songs back and forth.
yeah.
and there's
so
like
cool.
9 songs that like everybody kind of half knows.
I loved your Family and Sinners, by the way, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
thought they were
that was a
awesome.
big get for us.
Yeah.
That song.
Yeah.
That's
the
gonna
best.
be generational
Yeah.
wealth. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I love that part. I'm like, this is an amazing rendition. Yeah.
Can the movie just be them?
Wait, they should make a movie about those guys. Yeah. Like at my sister's wedding, like we were like by the fire, and like it always starts when my uncle Kevin sings this old Irish song called "The Old Triangle," and Kevin has a decent voice, but like it's just hearing someone really go for it, and he's like closing his eyes, and he's like really passionate, and then you sing like the bigger ones like "Whiskey in the Jar" or whatever, where everybody knows like the clapping and stuff, or like "Wild Rover" or whatever. But the one that always that I love the most is not even like an Irish folk song, but it's just become part of our family's like, okay, this is our thing, is like at the end of the night everybody sings "Show Me the Way to Go Home." Which
God,
is
I got
just
chills.
Wow.
it's that
Great.
same thing of
Yep.
like it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter if it sounds good or not.
Nope.
Especially in that sense where like everyone's doing it all
It's closing
together.
time,
Yeah.
brother.
And like it is like the original closing time, and like there's also just so many great jokes in that. That song is also the best song ever written all the time. But like there's something about like when I hear this version of Auld Lang Syne, I think like, okay, it's New Year's, it's just hit midnight, and you start playing that like right as it hits midnight. So it's like there's the long intro while everybody's like celebrating and kissing and being like blah, 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 and then things kind of die down when the lyrics come in.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, and like by the end you want everybody in unison going Auld Lang Syne.
Yeah.
You're right. There is almost like a functional aspect of the arrangement here, where they're like, we're gonna do a minute and a half of the song instrumentally, so you can just vibe and have the moment, and then I'm gonna need every motherfucker in this bitch to sing with me.
Yeah.
And that's like a really like when it's coming.
Yeah.
In. That's like a really
Yeah, you can
beautiful thing.
feel it. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
funny. Like even there being like no words. Like when they do come in, you're like, this is gonna happen. And also a song I feel like
So powerful.
like right after midnight, it hits right after midnight. Song that means 2 completely different things. If you got a kiss and if you didn't get a kiss.
Sure.
God.
That
so
song
true.
is hitting completely different.
So real.
In a great way that I love, and like that's why I do think we only use it on like New Year's. This song should play every night when the bar closes,
Yeah.
and
I
every
kind of
every
agree.
bar in America should play it.
Yeah. I do think every bar in America should have its closing song.
Oh,
And this is a
fun.
great one.
that's a
That's
good
fun.
one.
like I think you should have a song where you're like, okay, the night's over, we're playing this.
Wait,
like, I think,
then can I ask what,
Yeah.
what if you
Yeah,
on
we
bars?
have to-
now we
yeah.
got it.
What's the
Now I'm
closing
curious.
song?
Your bar's closing. You're mopping the counter. It's wet as hell.
oh, if my bar's closing, I'm playing Maxis Bygrave's version of "Show Me the Way to Go Home." I'm going, I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it went straight to my head. That's like a perfect bar closing song.
That's a good one, Daniel. That's a tough. I'm trying to think of like I started thinking too functionally, where I'm like I'm tired. I want everyone to leave, and if you put on like a Chet like a Chet Baker song or something like that, where everyone's just like, oh God, I gotta get my life together.
Yeah. There's that great story in Meet Me in the Bathroom when James Murphy's talking about having his bar, and there was a rule from fucking Giuliani that was like there was like a no dancing rule.
Oh yeah.
That was like an attempt to they fully passed a law that was like a no dancing.
I
law.
remember
That was
when
like
New
an
York
attempt-
became Footloose Town?
Yeah, and they fully like tried to crack down on like I think it was like trying to crack down on like strip clubs or some shit like that. So there was like a no dancing.
It was so
law.
9/11 wouldn't happen again, right?
It was so 9/11 wouldn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
And
They'll hear us.
you wouldn't believe how many episodes 9/11 comes up in. It's the answer's more than one.
Between 9 and 11.
But James Murphy talks about they're like all dancing to like the Rapture at the bar. Where he's playing like his crazy cuts or whatever, and then like there's a switch that someone could flip on, like in the front of the bar. Right, the bar is packed. At the front, someone sees the cops come in, they press a button, and a light goes on. So the DJ sees the light go on. By the time the cops get from the front of the bar to the back of the bar, they've put on Kid A. and no one can dance to Kid A. And so everyone's stopped dancing by the time the cops get to the DJ booth.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you're good. And I thought that was like the funniest fucking, oh, you want to ruin a vibe?
Yep.
Yeah.
Toss on everything in its right place, motherfucker.
Whoa,
Like that's a good
God.
vibe to ruin. You
Dude,
know?
I do think actually I changed my New York. I love you, but you're bringing me down.
That was actually
unfortunately
absolutely something that I had considered.
That would
That
be
was
a-
one of your first ever
That was one of my
choices.
first best song
Yeah.
ever.
Oh, that's
But
such a great
that's
one.
definitely that when we were talking about closing songs, I was like, that's
That one's
easily up there.
great. Because it's still got enough of a beat that it's still like it kicks in, and
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
like, it's great, but you're like, I
Well,
got
and
it.
it would be a fun everybody sings as they leave kind of song.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
For those who think it's still
We also have like
exists.
such a great romantic version of what that looks like. Whereas
Yeah.
like a closing a bar is kicking out 3 guys that
Yeah.
have
Who
been
are
there
all
since
like,
early.
I don't wanna
Yeah.
go.
it's not like the crowd singing as
Yeah.
they leave.
No.
It's
I like
not everybody doing "Don't Look Back in Anger." That's like an hour before.
No, I like that our version of a bar is like 4 of the most beautiful couples you've ever seen
Yeah.
and 6 childhood friends. And
Yeah,
we're like, that's
it's-
obviously what it
it's
is.
like
every
Oh,
day.
the,
where's
it's like
that
the
bar?
bar from It's a Wonderful Life. You
Oh
know?
my god!
Yes.
Well, we can't talk about Old Lang Syne without
No.
talking about It's a Wonderful Life.
That-
ultimately.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's great. Let's talk about it.
It is literally that. Like when it kicks in, it's just like insane. Like
Yeah.
I cry every single time.
Yeah.
I mean, not for nothing.
It's-
like,
it's impossible
perhaps
not
the
to cry.
most cathartic moment in the history of film.
Yeah, truly.
and inexplicably linked with this song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, but like it does exactly the thing of like it has the intro.
Yeah.
When like the kind of moment is actually happening, and then he's holding his daughter, and everybody starts singing "Old Lang Syne." Like that's
If
that's what's wrong with our country. Is like how could you how can you not have that all the time?
It's also like
how can we not recreate that and manufacture that in our own lives?
the line right before is like he goes, "To my brother George, the biggest man in town."
Richest-
And that-
the richest man
Oh,
in
richest
town.
man in town.
Oh.
Oh, and it just like hits so crazy.
Yeah.
And it's funny, you don't realize like how stressed out you've become by the
Yeah.
last hour of the movie
Oh my
until
God,
that
it's
moment
so
hits.
effective.
And then it literally is like a weight is off your chest.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
every single time it's like, oh God, I'm crying
last
so
scene,
hard.
too is just a domino of moments like that
Yeah.
over and over and over
Over
again.
and
Of like
over
his
and
wife comes
over
back and she's like,
again.
she's so excited, and he's like, "What's going on?" And then
Yeah.
like people start coming in and
it's
piling in the
everyone.
money.
Martini and his
And-
whole family. And
yeah.
it's like insane.
he'd already resolved his shit before
That's
that happens,
yeah.
which
Thank
is why
you
it's
so
effective.
much. That's what I love about that
It's
movie so
deeply
much.
effective because
they do
all
the
that
same
shit
thing in
doesn't
Elf.
matter.
Yep.
It's more meaningful
Yeah.
when someone like decides to be happy or decides to do the right thing before their circumstances have changed.
Yeah.
So that follows him like running through the streets, like being just happy that he's alive.
And he gets to this house and the police are there and he's like, I am so fucking glad to see you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this
It's
is
so-
great. And they're
it's
like,
so
hey brother,
funny.
we gotta bring you in. And he's like, all
He's
good.
like,
see you at
totally.
5, gotta see my
Yep.
kids first.
Exactly.
And it's like a really beautiful, like that moment that we feel as the audience where we go, oh, everything's gonna be okay, doesn't happen when he gets his resolution.
No, it
we are
happens-
still
yeah.
actually kind of stressed.
Yeah.
So we get the relief of Auld Lang Syne, but he's already there.
Yeah.
We're meeting him now.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so goddamn effective.
Yeah.
Also, the like metatextual context of like that being Jimmy Stewart's first movie after being a fighter pilot in World War II
Yeah, he
for
immediately stepped off a
years.
plane.
Yeah.
For years,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, oh, that song hitting after fighting in a world war is probably
Yeah.
also
yeah, well, he's like,
insane.
oh, I am actually very happy to be alive.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But also like not just the run of like richest man in town, but like when he gets the note from Clarence.
Yeah.
Oh,
where he's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
remember, no man is poor that has friends.
Yeah.
And then he sees the angel ringing, and then his kid goes, look, teacher says every time an angel
Yeah.
bell rings, angel gets its wings.
Good job,
and
Clarence.
Yes,
Dude,
the
Yeah.
pure
Him
in
dapping
his
up
voice
Clarence.
going, yeah.
Yep.
He goes, attaboy, way to
Yeah,
go, Clarence.
way to go, man.
It's incredible.
It's awesome.
in
and,
Elf,
and it is tied to that song.
It,
through and
yes,
through.
you
Yeah.
you can hear the song just
Yeah.
talking about that scene.
Yeah, I still want to cry.
Well, yeah, it's incredible. In Elf, I love that as well. Of like James Caan's moment in Elf, of like he decides to like go after Buddy and like help him. He's like, I care about him before he realizes that he actually is an elf.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
he's like going to chase him down because he's like, I care about you and you're my family. And then he meets Santa Claus and he's like, oh God, I'm so sorry for how I treated you this whole time.
But if you meet Santa Claus first, then it doesn't work.
It's- yeah, it's
'Cause
not
then then you
meaningful.
didn't change. You
No,
didn't Sorry, you
exactly.
didn't decide to change.
Yeah.
And then you have like no agency in that moment.
so true.
I love how evil that movie made me think Central Park Rangers are. Where it was like
That's
really
so
they're,
funny.
No, they're literally like in
They're
Lord of the
so
Rings.
scary.
They're literally like the wraiths in Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings, where you're just like, holy
So-
shit, slow-mo shots of
so
dark
funny.
stallions charging
Yeah.
at you. And I was a kid and I was like, man, Central Park is the most evil place in the
know.
world. But no, tied with that movie, and of course, I mean, When Harry Met Sally, obviously,
Oh
like
my God,
last
yeah.
scene of that is also
Graham's
just
favorite
like
movie of all time.
Yeah, it's so true.
just giant catharsis.
I
moment.
love that moment in that movie too, because like one of my favorite things that writing can do is give that big catharsis and like give. I also like how they kind of mess it up in When Harry Met Sally. If like they're not kissing at midnight.
No, it's not timed
Midnight
right.
passes and they haven't resolved it, and they're still, but like they're still going at it. It's like very real. It's like, yeah, things don't work out exactly how you think they're going to.
because they're yelling over the tail end.
Yeah,
of it.
everybody around them is kissing and they're
Yeah.
like still shouting at each other.
Yeah.
But like the big catharsis of like she's I hate you, blah blah blah, they kiss, whatever. And then there's just kind of the downbeat, and then he just kind of does like some Jerry Seinfeld observational comedy about Auld Lang Syne.
Yeah.
He's like, what's this song mean? I've never known what
Yeah.
this song means. Is my favorite thing of like really intense cathartic moment, diffuse it with like a cheeky little joke and just kind of like move on there.
I would also say that like there's not to have it not be like one of the greatest cathartic moments of all time, but two. It's where you're like,
Yeah.
man, if I had
Yeah.
a nickel, I'd have two nickels, but it's weird that I'd have two.
Yeah.
Right? And that it's got to say something that you're like, what are the greatest like cathartic moments in film history? And it's like kind of two of them.
Yeah,
Are
Yeah.
this song?
it's true.
And they're
yeah.
not like referencing each other at all. They're
There's
completely
no
separate.
Yeah.
There's
There's
no
no-
attempt at like
yeah.
intertextuality from Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, it's so true.
And this song like stands on its own so much where you don't hear it and go, "Oh, the song from It's a Wonderful Life," or "Oh, the song from
No.
When Harry Met Sally."
Didn't
It's
occur to
just
me
a-
till we started talking
Yes,
about it.
exactly. It's just like its own.
No,
because
it's
it's
true.
so
You
powerful.
hear it and you go, "This is the song that's playing when Liam Michelle kisses Ashton Kutcher in New Year's Eve." Talk about
Yes.
some of the most cathartic moments in the
Yes.
history of film.
Man, hearing you say that with the Joker makeup on really hit those red lips pursing to
I
say
wish
Lee
I'd seen
Michelle's
any
name.
Batman movies so I can make a good riff.
You haven't seen a single Batman movie?
No, I saw the Dark. Don't do that. I saw the Dark Knight or whatever.
What do you mean? Don't do that. Don't do
Dude,
that.
I saw the Dark Knight really late. I saw it like 3 years ago, and I was like, "This movie is great.
It's great.
Yeah,
This is crazy."
It's a movie about two
Why
men.
didn't anyone tell me?
Two men have a philosophical difference, and we're gonna find out who's right.
Yeah,
That's it. It's
and that
so
big guy has a
good.
phone in his stomach.
Big guy's got a phone in his
And you're like, how'd he get that in there?
but you're so right.
Okay, do you guys have a moment when you remember first hearing this song? Because I'm trying to think of first time, but I feel like it's so ingrained in like
It's like Happy Birthday.
it is like Happy Birthday, where it's
Yeah,
like
it really is.
when is the first time you hear it? Like I remember like first time when you really recognize that it's a crazy good song. I feel like is a completely different thing of like
yeah.
Totally. When you're like, this is just objectively good music.
Yeah.
And I like listening to it, as opposed to it's just around.
yes.
I don't remember the first time I heard it, but like in terms of memories with it, like I remember like starting to play guitar as a kid and like learning a bunch of Christmas songs, and like this is like one of the ones that you kind of learn early. It's like not very hard to play, and there is just kind of a different feeling about like you're playing Up on the Housetop and you're like, this is great, this is a banger, obviously, but you're playing this and you feel kind of it's hard to understand as like an 8-year-old child. But you're like, I am kind of connected to something a little bit bigger
Yeah.
here that I didn't understand until I was like playing the song and like really being a part of it and singing it. It's like the magic of that sort of tradition.
No,
sort of
I
thing.
remember being like 9 and being like, fuck, I remember when I was 7. Like that's what this song does to you.
Yes, it's so
Because it
true.
triggers nostalgia at any age for
Yeah.
anyone, where they're just like, it does hit that primal thing where you could play the song for a caveman and
Yeah.
they would miss their ex. Like it is
so
like,
true.
Man, I should text her.
yeah, it really is.
When I hear the song, I am transported to like my family's like living room in like growing up. Like it feels
Yeah, it feels like you have a very intense connection to that.
yeah, it feels like I'm like 18 or 19, you know, like I'm home for the holidays.
Yeah.
And like we have like a New Year's party and it's like 20 people maybe,
Yeah.
like neighbors or whatever. And you know, it's like me and like a couple of my childhood friends and we're just kind of standing there and you're just like, yeah. And like, there's no one to kiss, but you're like, but one day, you know?
I feel like this song is probably responsible for so much evil also, where it's like, can you imagine the amount of couples that should not be together but simply were standing next to each other when this song played?
That's such a good point.
It's got to be like the brown note just for making you like think you have feelings for whoever is
You
closest
don't
to you.
have feelings for them. It's just Old Lang Syne.
It's just Auld Lang Syne.
God, that's so beautiful.
Do you have feelings or is it the song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way to also like come in with a really educated take and like pick the right arrangement of this song.
Well, I listened to a few, and it's just you can't top that one.
You can't.
That's the thing.
That's
is
the
like
one.
It's the one in
The
every
Andrew
cover.
Bird one is interesting, but it's a whole other
The
thing.
Sufjan one's great too,
Yeah.
but it's like all of them are great, but it's like this is the one that for whatever reason feels so out of time.
Yeah.
That it's like you can play it 100 years from now and it'll
Yeah.
still just be like it's always felt old. Like that's the thing about
Well,
it.
this is the kind of song where like you want to hear just the basic version of it.
I think they also like with Sufjan singing, you're like, that's Sufjan Stevens.
Yes.
When you hear this, you want to talk about out of time, you're just like, this is the song, right? It's the embodiment of the song. It's not Sufjan singing Auld Lang Syne.
Or even like
It's not Andrew Bird doing it.
yeah, that's such
It's
a great point.
This is, you're not thinking it's like Tom Lombardo fucking,
Yeah.
you know, it's not like Vince Gilligan doing it.
Guy
in-
Lambardo.
Whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Vince
exactly.
Gilligan?
Exactly. Yeah, it's not Vince Gilligan's. It's not Vince Gilligan's Auld Lang Syne.
When is Vince Gilligan gonna do a Seth MacFarlane-esque turn and do a bunch of Sinatra
yeah, he's
covers?
got to start when showrunners sing. Oh, Matthew Weiner, we need you to
Matthew
come out
Weiner
of
is the
retirement.
voice of an angel.
All that to say.
Yeah.
All that to say, there's something really special about it not being directed to one person.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's bouncing off the wooden rafters. It feels like you're just in the bar and there's motherfuckers in the corner singing. Like
Yeah.
this is like fucking Banshees of Inisherin and like they're doing the thing in the pub.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a bar. It feels
But
like a pub.
It's a pub.
Yeah.
But some people aren't listening too.
Yeah,
You know?
Well, the best part about this is that you don't have to listen, and you can just
Yeah.
be in the pub drinking.
Yeah.
And like I'm in the wooden booth, and there's a sultry guy next to me. Who knows what he's seen? But I'm hearing the song,
Yeah.
and I'm projecting my
There's a
feelings about him
salty
onto
dog
him.
next to you.
There's a salty
Yeah.
who lifts
dog.
up his pitcher.
Well, it does make you
Yeah.
feel like no matter where you are in that moment, you're like, I'm in a trench in
in a
a war,
trench.
and we're all climbing out of the trench, and then all of the Germans are also climbing out of the trench, and then we're playing a big game of soccer,
This
like
must
in the
have
middle
matter
of
the
the
field.
so
field.
hard in the trench.
Yeah, no,
Of it's New Year's Eve and you're still fighting and you're just kind of quietly all together, like around
Yeah.
a tiny little trash fire.
yeah,
Must have hit so hard in the trench. Is so good.
yeah.
It's so
Hardtack, eating that hardtack
I
with
bet
your
Christmas
boys.
hits crazy hard in the trench.
Christmas in the trench, honestly.
Yeah.
I think the genius breakdown for this song would be really interesting.
I
where
actually
it's,
am so curious.
where it's just like there has to be one, but I'm like, what psycho is like? You got when your friends got to hit them up.
What is Auld Lang Syne?
It's for old time's sake is basically what it
Yeah,
means.
nice.
Or in memory of old times. And so I think it's very interesting where like, yeah, lyrics wise, it's like the first line is a question where it's like, should old acquaintance be forgot?
Yeah.
And never brought to mind. And I do really like that. A song opening on a question that definitively
the question?
and it definitively answers itself by the end of it, where it's like you should slide on all of your friends on New Year's.
The genius annotation on "we'll take a cup of kindness yet" is just "we'll drink."
I mean, true. Ideal beverage when Auld Lang Syne is playing. I feel like you've got in my mind two options.
Yeah.
One, champagne.
Champagne's a great answer.
Champagne,
Yeah.
or I feel like the hottest toddy in,
A hot
in
toddy
the
too.
world.
I would take a frothy Guinness.
Yeah, I knew.
Oh,
The
freshly
guy, sorry,
done
the guy
Guinness.
wearing the Guinness
Yeah,
sweater.
you would answer that for any song.
The
we
Joker
said.
makeup and the Guinness sweater.
Joker makeup in the Guinness sweater goes crazy.
You'd be like hot to go, best drink, Guinness.
Well, I want a hot Guinness for that.
a hot.
Is that a thing? Actually,
No.
Why didn't? I don't
Sometimes
know.
I'm drinking coffee though, and
Sometimes
I
he
go, "This
knows
does taste
stuff.
like
Yeah,
hot
it's-
Guinness."
It's like
you're-
you're the Irish.
Yeah,
one.
we trust you.
Yeah,
So true.
betrayed like that.
But yeah, there is something to be said about how like it doesn't necessarily make a ton of sense, or it's not easy to like understand. Like you do need to like I'm looking at like verse 3, and it's like, "We twa ha run around the braes and put the gowans fine. We wandered many weary fits in Auld Lang Syne." You're like, but what does that mean?
Guy
It didn't
Lambardo-
It didn't sound like you fucking said anything.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You feel it. You know what it is, though. Even though you don't know what Auld Lang Syne means literally when you hear it, like you
Yeah.
know it in your body.
Yeah.
I think Guy Lambardo was probably smart for not including that verse.
I think you're right.
I think,
'Cause
like-
the Guy Lambardo version is like deceptively short because of the long intro.
Yes, it just has the long intro, and then it basically does like one verse,
Yeah.
and then it's like out, and then it fades out like surprisingly quick. It doesn't do like a long.
Well, you don't have to write an ending if you just turn the volume down.
That's true. And that is very powerful. I feel like, especially a song that should end, like, ideally, if you do it right, by everyone going, ah,
Yeah, a bunch of cheers.
yeah, like that. And like clinking glass.
Yeah. And what a good out of just for Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. It feels like yep, I can do this. We can all easily get there.
I did California New Year's last year for like the first time. It was kind of amazing. Well, it was foggy in LA.
Yeah,
it was
nice.
so insanely foggy last year, New Year's, and that was great. Of like, especially like nobody's here.
Yeah.
And kind
City
of a
empties
weird.
out.
There is like a weird liminal vibe to the
Yeah.
entire city
Ghost
that is
town.
very fun. Where like you can go to the best places in the entire city and nobody's there, and you
California,
can get a great
Thanksgiving
seat.
and Christmas and New Year's in that way.
Yeah.
Kind of beautiful.
Graham, you're not to blow up your spot. Have a girlfriend right now.
Sure do.
You haven't spent a New Year's together.
We have not.
But ideally, what song? This song is playing. What song do you wish played right before to lead you guys into this song for your New Year's kiss?
Interesting. I don't think I have a right before, but I do have a right after.
Ooh.
I know we said we couldn't.
No, this
follow
is good. This is
but
better.
I think if you can, and Daniel is morally against this, which I respect,
Yeah.
but it's effective for a party situation. If you can get the crossfade exactly right and fade out of this song into "This Will Be Our Year" by the Zombies, it's actually the only way to follow this song.
Or Earth, Wind, and Fire's September. Think about the intro for September.
Oh,
Following up
That's
Auld Lang
pretty
Syne.
good.
I can't wait to,
You just
after this,
had
test out both
You
of
just
these
had
how it
this
feels.
really beautiful.
I was
moment.
skeptical at first, but now I'm thinking about it, and that kind of gets everybody. That's like if you're gonna go for 2 more hours.
Yeah, that's
I
like,
need
oh,
that.
it's not done yet.
We're not done.
This is 12:05. You're going home at
Yeah.
12? No, you're not.
I agree, but I think you need "This Will Be Our Year" as the transition song out of it.
Wait, what's the I don't know the actual name. What's the ABBA song? Gimme, gimme, gimme.
It's
Is it
called
gimme, gimme, gimme?
Gimme, yeah.
That one I feel like
Yeah.
right.
What's that ABBA song that goes "Gimme, gimme,
Well,
gimme"?
I will
It's
because I was
gimme.
gonna say "Man After Midnight." I'm like, it's definitely not called
No,
"Man After
yeah.
Midnight." But I feel like that one right after would also be like you need something that lets everybody know like you do not have to put your shoes on right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's like, and after that moment, also, I think in the same way that Graham really loves a cathartic moment, followed up by something that like kind of zaps the energy out of that catharsis. Like, there's something to be said for like, man, that was like a good year, or that was a hard year. At this year, when we have New Year's, like we're gonna all go, that was a hard year.
Yeah.
This was a hard year.
Damn it, if it wasn't the best year of my life.
And
I say that at the end of every year. I go, "This was a hard year," and damn it if it wasn't the best year of my life.
yeah, but that's like the whole thing, right? You go,
Yeah.
that was really hard.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, it's true. Also, from a logistics perspective,
Yeah.
like midnight is like kind of early.
midnight's
is early.
early.
Yeah.
So give me Auld Lang Syne at 12:05, and then at 12:07, I want to hear fucking September, and I want
Yeah.
to throw ass and forget about how hard that year was.
Yeah,
Because
so
Auld Lang
true.
Syne is not for forgetting.
No,
No, you got to remember.
It's about remembering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And so then you know what? Throw ass, fuck all that shit, and then
Yeah.
like September, I want to hear it.
yeah.
Can I tell you what was a crazy vibe? Was I was sorting through a bunch of songs and I was driving in my car, and Graham has been in my car. I drive one of the dumbest little cars in the entire city of Los Angeles. I drive
I love it.
a cream colored Mini Cooper convertible, and this morning I was driving around, and I had been in New York where it was 90 degrees all summer, and so it was amazing this morning. And so I had the top down, and I was blasting Auld Lang Syne, and at a stop sign, an old woman looked very confused at me
so
and threw her
good.
hands up
That's
just a little, like
awesome.
from her waist. And I only then did I realize what it looked like because I was
Yeah.
wearing sunglasses for no reason.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, there's the craziest asshole in the entire world
That's so
who's
funny.
thinking about his entire life right now.
You're going down Crescent Heights Boulevard, like
Yeah. I'm driving into just parking garages and going to the top and then coming back down again. But that was not. It was great though. I will say, Freeway with Auld Lang Syne playing is
Yeah,
is
that rips.
very interesting.
Well, I mean, I think for that reason and so many reasons, Auld Lang Syne is the best song ever, greatest song of all time. Unless anybody has anything else to say about it.
No,
Can I change mine? No.
So we, since this is an audio only medium,
Yes.
we decided to try to really push this and like take this audio only medium.
I respect so much that you do the whole spiel every single time.
Yeah, so everyone
and
that
it never gets a laugh.
no, never
Not
once,
once.
never once, and everyone that listens all of our frothing fans that
Yeah,
listen.
both of
will-
our listeners are really annoyed by it.
Yeah, they'll always have to hear the same bit where I
Yeah.
stumble over this explanation every time.
Yeah.
So because it's an audio only medium, we really wanted to take this to as far as we could. Kind of like how like Watchmen uses like the comic book novel format to like it's the furthest extent it possibly could. We were thinking long and hard about it and about how we could do that, and we decided that the best way to sort of embrace this art form was to have our guest rock paper scissors one of us as just a best of one as a way to end every episode.
Okay.
Laugh that time. You couldn't hear it. You chuckled a little bit. You can see you.
I
you
did.
can
I
hear his
chuckled.
breath
I
coming
chuckled
out.
a little bit because can I say?
You're in charge of editing. You're just gonna edit like
Yeah, it just goes
uproarious
with-
studio
And I will say
applause.
the ending was mainly the timing of it
Yeah.
was I didn't know where the sentence would end.
Yeah.
And then when it did end, I went, oh. Okay. This is a very tough decision, Graham. I know better, and so that's why I'm choosing Daniel because I feel
That's
like
what I'm fucking talking about.
this I feel like this would be a big moment for us to rock paper scissors right
This would
now.
be great.
Yeah.
And-
I would like to say the last like 4 or 5 people have chosen Graham, and it feels really good to have the light shine upon me once.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Graham's gonna be too smug about it. If it was tic tac toe, I'd choose Graham. But it ain't tic tac toe. Mr. X's and O's the way he'd be hugging and kissing on his girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Damn, what the fuck just happened?
I also think psychologically, the setup of the studio, people want to challenge me more because there's nothing in between us. Whereas like you guys both have your mics positioned in between you. I think there's something.
I gotta try
natural.
sitting in the big chair.
Yeah, no, it's so comfortable.
Okay. Is there any lead in? Is Graham gonna
Go
count
rock
us in?
paper scissors shoot.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And then it's best of one.
It's best of one.
Best of one.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
None of that bullshit.
And there's no prize to be
the
fair.
prize is you won. And then the
Actually,
episode
I
ends.
mean, you can kind of determine a prize.
if you wanna
we
bet
had
on it.
someone throw down
Yeah.
a bet for
Yeah.
me that I have to do now.
yeah, if you wanna put something on it, we can.
I would say we have to swap shirts and we're wearing very similar shirts, and I want to respect the audio medium as much as I can.
Okay, love
and
it.
say that if I win, we have to swap shirts, not permanently, but we just have to trade shirts and then take one photo together in each other's shirts.
Okay,
And then you have to post it on your story.
Okay, if you
Okay.
win.
Incredible. If
And
I win.
and if I win,
Okay.
you have to go and
Yeah.
Whoa.
you have to go and
Shit.
you have to go and I kind of liked the poem actually.
Oh, okay.
I think what you have to do is you have to write a poem, specifically a haiku about me,
Oh.
and grid post.
Grid post?
Grid post your
I
haiku
said
about me.
story to
Stakes are not equivalent.
Grid post is
Grid post your
Carter
haiku.
stakes were
No.
something
Grid
we would
post
pretty
haiku.
much do
Grid
anyway.
post haiku. No
I'll do
caption.
story, sincere emojis.
Yeah, great.
Story with like some
That's a good
some like
negotiation.
awful
No
emojis.
caption,
Yeah.
grid post.
Grid
No
post,
caption, grid
haiku,
post.
grid post, no caption.
Because can I say
if
that's
win.
gonna make it seem like I was accused of something, and this is my rebuttal to.
No
to
zap grid
it's
post.
like it's literally like weathering the storm ass behavior, but
It's gonna
I
be
love
great.
that.
It's
okay,
gonna be great.
Okay, this is gonna be great.
Stakes.
So it's either
I want
to-
this so bad.
for everyone playing at home, it's write a poem about you and post it, or we swap shirts and take a photo. Which are like these are like 7-year-olds. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Fuck! Yes!
Yes!
It's shirt swap
Shirt time,
baby.
baby.